EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New England Patriots. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
They go play action. Young. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Young will set to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. New England trying to get a place on offense. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
2nd down and 4. Here's May. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he's going to be brought be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson to about the 33-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
To the air, May. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down is Stevenson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
To throw, it's May. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
Douglas, the man in motion. He finds Douglas complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll throw with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Looking to throw, May. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Carolina.
Now Young. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Young. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second down and 3. Young now. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, this is second and a yard. The quick throw taken in by Diggs. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing here is May. Checking this down to Stevenson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Up the middle, Stevenson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Patriots 14, Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll bring Renfro in motion right. Throwing, Young. That one complete to Leggett. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Patriots' 49-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. That's complete to Chuba Hubbard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
7-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run once more with Stevenson. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.